Hi, my name is FaithOgokeh, and I'll be speaking on the need for professional counseling in Nigeria. Okay, as a country, I believe that we have gotten it right when it comes to faith-based counseling. That is getting counsel from our spiritual leaders or spiritual authorities of certain areas of our lives, which is great and commendable. However, that has its own limitations. Certain persons who are not in a faith community will be deprived of counseling. Take, for instance, a person who is neither a Christian or a Muslim and is going certain challenges from work, family, relationship, in raising up his children, will not be able to have access to counseling. Then, two, the limitations on counseling within a religious belief is very much pronounced. So, within the Christian community, within the Muslim communities, counseling is being done within that religious belief. This could prevent a person from expressing how he truly feels due to fear of being judged or being rebuked. Right? Professional counseling is so important in Nigeria, in our schools, workplaces. There's a lot of pressure, right, from work deadlines. People are unable to handle the anxieties that come with change of career paths, or that come with a new level at work, promotion at work, task deliverables. There are certain anxieties that have led to suicide within the work environment, and so there is a need now more than ever for professional counselors. You see people handling remote jobs and also doing the 9 to 5 work, and they have a business. It tells on the mind, right? And professional counseling has a way of improving an individual's mental well-being. So now more than ever in Nigeria, there is need for people to go out and seek counseling. There's need for organizations to begin to have in-house counselors within their organization to help their employees, to help their workers attain sound mind and productivity. And also looking at schools, the need for school counselor cannot be overemphasized. This is the reason why some persons would embark on a career path, and after years of studying a particular course, they realize that this is not what they're cut out for. They do not have passion for it, and do not see themselves even working in that career path. So there is need for counseling in schools. This will help guide students on a career path that best suits them, or that they will find most fulfilling, based on that child, based on the abilities of that child, based on the interests of that child, right? So even in Nigeria, where you have issues in families, um, between during marriage and before marriage, you find a man coming from a different cultural background and a woman from a different cultural background. It's not a time. It's not a time to just have a faith-based counseling that is about, oh, wife, submit to your husband, or husband, love your wife. It's a time to sit and talk on the deep things. Talk about where you're coming from. These are things that will be helpful to preserve the marriage. These are things that will be helpful to preserve the marriage. You understand your partner better. You understand how he was brought up. He understands how she was being brought up, the family she's coming out from. It helps their parents that have traumas, childhood traumas, that eventually ends up affecting how they raise up their children. In Africa, I think we are yet to realize that every child is special, every child is unique, every child have his own strength and his own growth areas. I do not like to call it weakness, I like to call it growth areas. And the more we realize and recognize this, these are things we get to know in professional counseling. So the more we realize and recognize this, the better we can bring out the best in our children. It's such a time as this in Nigeria. We need professional counseling. We cannot run away from it. We cannot replace it even with faith-based counseling. We need professional counselors to talk to. They say talking is therapeutic, but it's therapeutic when you're speaking to the right person. You don't want to speak to family and friends that ends up talking about the things you've talked about. This will have an adverse effect on your mental wellness.